प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणां नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं यं गुरुं हि स्वयं सत्यः प्रज्ञा भक्तिविनीतयः दीप्तिश्चापि नित्यं तं गुरुं प्रणमाम्यहं सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। Which verse? 39. निर्धूमाग्निरिवामलोद्युतिमयः अंगुष्ठप्राणः पुमान् ईशानोऽस्य च भूतभव्यभवितुः कालत्रयव्यापकः स ब्रह्मैव शरीरभेदमनुयः नानात्मनः पश्यति भ्रश्यत्येष यथोदकं गिरिशिरे वृष्टं ततोऽधः पतत्। शुद्धे शुद्धजलं जले विनिहितं शुद्धं यथा जायते ब्रह्मात्मैक्यविदेवमेव भवति ब्रह्मेति निःसंशयम्। एतस्यास्ति परात्मनः किल पुरम् एकादशद्वारकम् नित्यज्ञानसुखात्मनो मनघः ध्यात्वा भयोमुच्यते। हंसोऽयं दिवि भास्करोऽम्बरतले वायुश्च वेद्यां शुचिः सोमो वा कलशे गृहे सदतिथिः संवर्तते ब्राह्मणः। मर्त्यस्वर्गर्तावहां परतः वार्जावनीजात्मकः यज्ञाङ्गो गिरिजात्मकः सममयः सत्यस्वभावो महान्। ऊर्ध्वं प्राणमयं नयत्यपि तथा पानं क्षिपत्यप्यधः मध्ये तिष्ठति सेव्यमेनमखिलाः देवाः सदोपासते। उत्क्रान्ते वपुषोऽत्र देहिनि वरे नोशिष्यते किञ्चन प्राणापानवशान्न जीवति जनः जीवत्यतो सुश्रितात्। मूढाः केचन शुक्रबीजसहिताः योनिं भजन्ते तनोः स्वीकाराय यथा श्रुतं कृतमनुष्ठाणुत्वमन्ये पुनः। सुप्ते देवगणे येष पुरुषः जागर्ति कामान् सृजन् यत्रेदं भुवनं श्रुतं तममृतं शुक्रं बृहद्वेत्तु कः। So the 43rd verse. In the previous class we covered up to first half. The second half has to be taken up. I was mentioning that this 43rd verse is a summary of mantras 7 and 8. 7 and 8 of the 5th Valli of the Kathopanishad. The seventh mantra goes as Yonimanye prapadyante sharirattvaya dehinah sthanumanyenu sanyanti yatha karma yatha shrutam. Yonimanye prapadyante sharirattvaya dehinah sthanumanyenu sanyanti yatha karma yatha shrutam. Yatha karma yatha shrutam is something which is very important to keep in mind. This is one of the fundamental tenets of our Sanatana Dharma. So, yatha karma yatha shrutam. So, the Sharira is not something which is Jiva, which will perish the moment the Sharira goes off. So, the Jiva is something which is very different from the Sharira. And the Jiva is Anusyuta in various Shariras. So, the most important thing is, so this Janma Maranam happens for the same Jiva. Okay, this Anusyuta is something which is indicated here. Yatha karma yatha shrutam prapadyante means, so as the karma he does, as per the jnana he acquires, as per the thought that he has towards the end of this life, he will acquire Sharira, is what the Upanishads say. Yatha karma, yatha shrutam. So this shrutam may lead to right thought at the end of the life, may not lead to right thought at the end of the life. So at the end of the life, whatever be the thought, that helps in acquiring the next janma, is what people have repeatedly said in our scriptures. So this yonim, in fact, we described it great length in the previous class. Yoni can be taken as karana. Yoni can be taken as janma karana also. Karana in general and janma hetu specifically. So here yoni is Stri Garbhasya Vachaka Shabda. So wherever it is, so this is done. And we also saw, I think the verse, Aradhana was not there in the previous class. So we had a very interesting verse. What is the verse?
Rishayo
see. So Rishayo Rakshasim Vacham, right? Rishayo Rakshasim Vacham. Now you repeat once more. That is a very important. Rishayo Rakshasim Mahuhu. Vacham is it? No. Rishayo Rakshasim Mahuhu Vacham Unmatta Driptayo. Repeat. Rishayo Rakshasim Mahuhu.
Rishayo Rakshasim Mahuhu.
Rishayo Rakshasi Mahuhu Vacham Unmatta Driptayo. Vacham Unmatta Driptayo. Sayo Nissarva Vairanam. Sayo Nissarva Vairanam. Sayo Nissarva Vairanam. Sahi Lokasya Nishkritihi.
Sahi Lokasya Nishkritihi.
Sahi Lokasya Nishkritihi. So in this verse which appears in Uttara Ramacharita, so the word Yonihi appears as mere Karana. Rishayo Rakshasi Mahuhu Vacham Unmatta Driptayoho. Unmatta Driptayoho Vacham Rakshasim Vacham Mahuhu. Those, the words that are uttered by a person who is terribly angry. That is what is Unmatta. Mad man. Unmatta Driptayoho. Okay. Normal man becomes a mad man once he becomes mad. Right? So that mad is American mad. So Vacham Unmatta Driptayoho. Okay. Rishayo Rakshasi Mahuhu. Vacham Unmatta Driptayoho. So that walk is Rakshasi walk. Rakshasi walk is the description that has been given by the poet, because that walk does the act of a Rakshasa. So Ahita. Okay. Whether it is a madman, okay, or Dripta, arrogant, those words, he loses his own control. Okay, so this is something which we can very easily relate to our own experiences. So the lesson is never ever to give ourselves to the state of being angry or the state of being arrogant. There is nothing for us to be arrogant. What is this? In fact, there is a very beautiful passage in Veda. Says, sometimes, see, it's very limited knowledge. This arrogance comes. I know how to operate this machine. Others do not know around me. So arrogance comes. I know how to sing. Others do not know how to sing. Arrogance comes. I know how to teach. So very small things, people become arrogant. Okay. So there is a Bharadvajoha Tribhirayurbhihi Brahmacharyam Uvasa Tagunha Trin Girupan Avijñātāniva Darshayan Chakara. There is an episode which basically tells Tribhirayurbhihi Brahmacharyam Uvasa. Brahmacharyam Uvasa means he lived the life of Brahmachari. So Brahmachari is supposed to be learning all through the life. So it is a metaphor used to committing oneself to learning all through the life. Bharadvajoha tribhihi ayurbhihi brahmacharyam uvasa. Okay? So he has spent all the life in learning, acquiring more and more. Then the episode says, so he goes and then the Devata tells Tagunha Trin Girirupana Vijñātāniva Darshayan Chakara. Trin Girirupan. So it shows 3 mountains. Avijñātāni means not known by you. Trin Girirupan Avijñātāniva Darshayan Chakara. Tagum Hatrin Girirupan Avijñātāniva Darshayan Chakara. Then Teshagum Haikaikasman Mushtina Dade. Then it just takes a handful of sand from those mountains. This is what you have learnt in all your 3 janmas. Teshagum haikaikasman mushtina dade saho vacha bharadvaje tyamantrya. So that is how the episode. Where is the question now? Developing arrogance. This fellow knows how to program. I have seen some fellows. They know how to feed things in tally and get something. So they feel so arrogant. Nothing. Silly. Okay. So this a very little knowledge breeds arrogance. So this is something which is very important to know. So the moment you are so, your walk will be Rakshasi walk. Vishayo Rakshasi Mahuhu Vachammattadruptayo. Then finally, Ayonis Sarva Vairana. It is in the context of Yoni I was giving. Yoni means Karana. Sayonis Sarva Vairana Sahi Lokasya Nishkritihi. Nishkritihi here means Paribhava Hetu. Okay? Paribhava Hetu. Okay. The cause for Paribhava is?
Disregard.
Disregard. Okay. Being disrespected, shamed. Okay. Now, so the next mantra is what we are supposed to take. Yesha supteshu jagrati kamam purusho nirmimanaha. The second half of the verse, supte devagani. Okay. Till the end of the verse 43. So it paraphrases this mantra. Yesha supteshu jagrati kamam purusho nirmimanaha tadeva shukram tadbrahma tadeva amritamuchyate tasmin lokashrita sarve tadunatyeti kaschana. Yeshu supteshu jagrati kamam purusho nirmimanaha tadeva Tadeva Shukram Tad Brahma Tadeva Amritamuchyate Tasmin Lokashrita Sarve Tadunatyeti Kaschana Etadvaitat. Without mantra ends. Yayesha Sukteshu Jagarti. So this seems to be very simple. Sukteshu Jagarti. Yaha Sukteshu Jagarti. Sukteshu Jagarti Anyeshu Sukteshu. That is how it will come. So, Anyeshu Sukteshu. Jagarti means he remains awake. Keshu Sukteshu. Yaha Jagarti means the one who remains watchful, awake. Yaha Jagarti. Sukteshu Jagarti. Keshu Sukteshu. Jagarti, he remains awake. Doing what? Kamam Kamam Purusho Nirmimanaha. That is what it says. Yaha Purushaha Kamam Kamam Nirmimanaha. Kamam Kamam Nirmimanaha means, so as he likes, he creates. I mean, that is what we literally understand. Kamam Kamam Nirmimanaha means what? Yatha Kamam. Right? So as he likes, he creates. Kamam Kamam Purusho Nirmimanaha. Tadeva means Yaha Purushaha. Tadeva Shukram Tad Brahma. Tadeva Shukram. So in the previous class, so we described the meaning of Shukra as Retaha. So here Shukra is an adjective to Brahman. Shubhram, Shuddham, that is what it means. Okay. Tadeva Shukram. There are various meanings to Shukra, I told. So the meaning that we have to take here is Shukram, Shuddham, Shubhram, something. Tadeva Shukram Tad Brahma. So Tadeva means that entity. Which entity? Kamam Kamam Nirmimanaha Yatu Tadeva. Okay. Tadeva Shukram Tad Brahma. So you asked about Brahman. Tadeva Brahma. So it is not something which is beyond your ken to understand, but at the same time it is very subtle to understand. So he is just giving you an example with which you will be able to relate to your day-to-day experience. Tadeva Shukram Tad Brahma Tadunatyeti Kaschana Tadeva Amritam Uchyate. Tadeva Amritam Uchyate. So that entity is something which is eternal. Which entity is eternal? As far as this verse is concerned, this mantra is concerned, he describes a certain process which you will be able to relate to your day-to-day experience, and that entity is Brahman, and that is eternal. So that is eternal implies, so that question has been answered by him. Yayam prete vichikitsa astityeke nayamasti. So nayamasti is gone. Asti. Asti eternally asti. Tadeva amritam api uchyate. Moreover, it says, Tasmin lokashrita sarve. Shritaha means ashritaha. It is in this entity, all the lokas are there. So the locus of all the lokas is this. Tasmin lokashrita sarve. Sarve loka. Not only bhuloka. Sarve loka. Tasmin lokashrita sarve. What does it mean? It means it is this entity which is the karana for all these lokas. Upadana karana as well as nimitta karana for all these lokas. Tasmin lokashrita sarve. So ghataha mridi ashritaha. Ghataha mridi ashritaha. Without mrid there is no ghata. Similarly, without this entity there is no loka. Tasmin loka ashrita sarve tadunatyeti kaschana. Tadunatyeti kaschana. Tadu means what? Tatu u. Tatu u. Tatu u na atyeti. Okay. Kaschana na atyeti. What does the word u mean? U.
Karu. He.
See, this u is a word which can have several meanings. In fact, if Shakambari were to go near a lamp and touch the flame, Swati will say, "Ooh, don't do that." Okay. We use the word "ooh."
Ma.
Okay. Ooh, ha, ooh. There are certain anukarna shabdas. Ooh, ooh, sudu. That is what I remember in our childhood. They will say. So they use the word ooh. Ooh. In fact, there is a very interesting usage in Kavya, right? Kumarasambhava. We have the word Uma. We have the word Uma. Uma. Uma, this Kalidasa brings a beautiful interpretation for the word Uma. Okay. So in his Kumarasambhava, while describing Parvati, he says, Umeti matra tapaso nishiddha paschadumakhyam sumkhi jagama. Okay. The Aradhana wants to know, so you repeat. She will note down. You will ask her towards the end of the class. Okay. I think if I remember right, the earlier half is Tam Parvati Tyabhijanena Namna. Tam Parvati Tyabhijanena Namna. Tam Parvati Tyabhijanena Namna. Bandhu Priyam Bandhujano Juhave. Bandhu Priyam Bandhujano Juhave. Bandhu Priyam Bandhujano Juhave. Juhave. Umeti matra tapaso nishiddha. Umeti matra tapaso nishiddha. Umeti matra tapaso nishiddha. Paschadumakhyam sumukhi jagama. Paschadumakhyam sumukhi jagama. Paschadumakhyam sumukhi jagama. Here you find the word Ukma. See, this is Kavi Kalpana in fact. I don't think there is any derivable meaning for the word Uma. It looks like a Rudhi Shabda. Okay? Like Ajaha, referring to goat is a Rudhi Shabda. So we will not be able to derive. But this Kavi, so Kalidasa's brilliance, so he brings in a certain context and he describes the word Uma as a word which used to be employed to refer to Parvati after a certain event. That's what he says. Tam Parvati Tyabhijanena Namna. Parvati means so Parvatasya apatyam Stri Parvati. Simple. The one which is born for Parvata. Okay? One who came. One whose origin can be related to Parvata. Tam Parvati Tyabhijanena Namna Bandhu Priyam Bandhujano Juhava. So she was a Bandhu Priya. Bandhu Priya means her qualities were such that everyone was attracted towards her. Bandhu Priya. So loved by all the Bandhus. Bandhujano Juhava. So they used to call her Parvati. What her name was, we don't know. Anyway, she is Parvati. Okay. Parvati is what people were calling her. But then suddenly when this Parvati decided that she will go and do tapasya, then the mother said, "Who? Ma." Okay. Oh, you cannot do that. Umeti matra tapaso nishiddha. Understand? So this rosha vachanam, see, this u can be also rosha vachanam. U can be avadharanam. U can also be used for padapuranam. There are various meanings that one can. It can also be simple sambodhanam. Sambodhanam is just drawing the attention. Okay? Oh. So when somebody creates a mistake while doing the Veda Patha, you say, oh. So we say, so just to draw the attention, sambodhanam. Sambodhanam is drawing attention. So it can be sambodhanam, it can be padapuranam, it can be avadharanam. It can also be vitarka. It can be rosha pradarsanam. Okay. So as far as this verse is concerned, you can take it as rosha pradarsanam. Okay. By the mother, because it was by mother. Umeti, she addresses, and then ma. No, you cannot do tapasya now. Umeti matra tapaso nishiddha paschadumakhyam sumukhi jagam. So later she acquired the name Uma. So this is how the poet says. Now you see here, tadunatyeti kaschana tadu tatu hu na atyeti kaschana. So here the word hu could either be taken as sambodhanam, okay, because he is saying, oh, this is the word, this is what you are asking, okay. It can be sambodhanam for Nachiketa, okay, or it can be thought of as vitarka, or it can also be taken as avadharan. Tadu na atyeti kaschana. Indeed, its presence is everywhere. Okay. Kaschana na atyeti. No one can transgress this atma. Okay. So that is also possible here. It can even be taken as padapurana. Why? Because tat na atyeti kaschana is sufficient. But then you will not get 8 aksharas. Tat du na atyeti kaschana. Okay. For having this anushtup vritta, so it serves multi-purpose. Tadunatyeti kaschana. Okay. Now I will very quickly, since I explained the mantra, I will take you through this bhashya also very quickly. Then we will go to Rāmarāya. See, here he says, Yat pratigñātam guhyam brahma pravakshyamiti tadaha. Hantadaidam pravakshyami. See, that was the 6th mantra. So, yat pratigñātam brahma vakshyamiti. Whatever pratignya was done. Okay. Tadaha. Now he is describing that Brahman. Yat pratigñātam guhyam brahma tadaha. Okay. Yeshu supteshu pranadishu jagarti nasvapiti. Supteshu. Keshu supteshu. So that is not stated here, but it is stated before. Okay. So he is just bringing that. Here pranadishu supteshu means, so this prana should not be taken as this shvasa. Neither should it be taken as pranis. So it basically refers to the state of being in dream. So praneshu supteshu here refers to indriyadishu supteshu. So prana is a word which is used to refer to indriyas also. Okay. So when he is getting into sleep, so that is the avastha which is being described. Yaha yeshu supteshu pranadishu jagarti nasvapiti. I am atma nasvapiti. Okay. It's Chaitanya. So prana vyapara anyway continues, and therefore the word prana should not be taken as this vayu sanchara that is happening. Okay. Pranadishu jagarti nasvapiti katham kamam kamam tam abhipretam stryadyartham avidyaya nirmimanaha nishpadayan. So he beautifully describes here. Katham, see, katham jagarti. Katham, how do you know that he is? How do you know that this Atman, this conscious being, is not sleeping? This conscious being is not sleeping. But pranadayaha, they have gone to sleep. So here, see, he is saying, kamam kamam tam abhipretam stryadyartham avidya nirmimanaha nishpadayam. So kamam kamam tam abhipretam. This is an interesting usage by Bhagavad Pada. Kamam kamam purusho nirmimana. So this looks as if you can create a pleasant dream. Is it in your hands? The dream being pleasant, the dream being unpleasant, is something which is not in our hands. It is something which is destined by the vasana. Okay? The vasanas that you have created will result in the kind of dream. The karma that you have done is what will result in the dream also. If you are lucky, you will have good dream. If you are unlucky, you will have a bad dream. You will have nightmares. So here he is saying, kamam kamam purusho nirmimanaha avidya. In fact, he is saying. But Acharya here refers to a pleasant dream. Stryadyartham. But Adi Shabda can take to anything. But kamam kamam nirmimanaha. See, the point here is, we have to understand, actually, strictly speaking, even if you analyze this dream, it is not something which you create by yourself as per your own whims and fancies. It is something which is presented to us, as this Janma is presented to us, as this birth is. You have no choice where to be born, when to be born, how to be born, etc. Okay? It is all decided. Where to be born, when to be born, how to be born, etc. So similarly, with respect to dream also, it is something which is given to us. Right? Given to us, but based on what has been done by us. Okay? So kamam kamam nirmimanaha, actually, see, it is like one can understand this nirmimanaha. The people say, you have seen this, no? I built this house. No? Who built? You would not have taken a brick. Right? I built this house. Right? So I built in what sense? So you were the provider for this to come into existence. Similarly, here, your actions are the providers. That is the Moola Karana for this to appear. It is actually given to us. It is Ishvara Srishti only. But it is described as Jiva Srishti. Why? Because this forms the basis. So, Kamam Kamam Nirmimanaha here should be understood as, so whatever is to be experienced by this person is something which is given to him. Kamam Kamam Purusho Nirmimanaha Yaha Jagarati. So this Chaitanya which is experiencing now is not different from that Chaitanya. But the point is, the basis for this creation, the basis for this to appear is your own karma. Kamam kamam purusho nirmimanaha nishpadayan jagrati purushaha tadeva shukram shubhram. Chaitanya is Nitya Shuddha Svabhava. Therefore, that Chaitanya which is awake, which senses all those things that have been created, is Shubhram Tad Brahma. That is not something which you can relate to as this Chaitanya which is limited and so on. Okay, sorrowful and so on. Tad Brahma. Tat Akhandam. Tad Brahma. Nanyat Guhyam Brahma Asti. In fact, this is an interesting statement. So earlier he was saying, Antata idam pravakhyami Guhyam Brahma Sanatanam. So it is not something which you have to search elsewhere, which is hiding itself. It is this entity, even in your own experience, you can think of. So this is far better explained and in greater detail explained in the Vedāntamuktāvalī Upanishad. Tadeva Shukram Tad Brahma. In fact, there is a Brahmana called Swayamjyotir Brahmana. Atrayam Purusha Swayamjyotir Bhavati. That's what it says. Anyway, so that is Nanyat Guhyam Brahma Asti Tadeva Amritam Avinashi Uchyate. Kutra Uchyate? Sarva Shastreshu Uchyate. Sarva Shastreshu Etat means that Chaitanya Matram. Okay. Tadeva Shukram Tad Brahma Tadeva Amritam Uchyate. Moreover, having said that, Tasmin lokashrita sarve tadunatyeti kaschana. Kincha. Kincha means moreover. Okay. Prithivyaadayaha lokaha tasmin sarve. Sarve prithivyaadayaha lokaha tasmin brahmani shritaha ashritaha. Shritaha means Ashritaha. Why do you say so? Sarvaloka karanatvat tasya. It is a manifest form that we are seeing now. So before the manifest form, it was in some other form. So that particular form which has taken this manifest form, so that is Sukshma. So therefore he says, Sarvaloka karanatvat tasya tadu natyeti kaschana ityadi purvavat. Purvavat means, earlier he says, in the fourth adhyaya, fourth valli, ninth mantra, you will see tadu natyeti kaschana. In fact, yataschodeti suryaha astan yatra cha gacchati tasmin lokashrita sarve tadunatyeti kaschana tamdeva sarve arpitaha tadunatyeti kaschana. That is how the mantra goes. See, tadunatyeti kaschana, there Acharya will say tat means etat sarvatmakam brahma na atyeti. So we saw that anyway. Na atyeti. O na atyeti. O is their avadharana. That indeed. Understand? Tatu na atyeti na atitya tadatmakatam tadanyatvam gacchati. Means there is no entity which you can conceive of which did not have origin in this entity. Okay. So this is considered as the primordial entity which forms the basis for everything. So tadunatyeti kaschana iti purvavat. So that is how he just explains this mantra. Now let us go to Ramaraya. So there is one short paragraph which he tries to. This Ramaraya's text is here.
37.
So now he says, you see, Supte devagani yesha purusho jagarti kaman srijan yatre edam bhuvanam shritam tamamritam shukram brihadvetu kaha. This Ramarāya, you can very easily understand now, given that mantra is explained. Supte devagani. The word deva is used to refer to Indriya. So the word deva is also used to refer to Indriya. This is there in Upanishad, in Prashnopanishad you will see this. There are other places also. Supte devagani yesha purusho jagarti. So this person who is remaining awake all the time. Yesha purusho jagarti. So kim kurute kaman srijan kamam nirmimanaha. Then yatre edam bhuvanam shritam. So the last part. Yatra idam bhuvanam shritam. Idam bhuvanam means idam paridrishyamanam bhuvanam yatra shritam. Okay? Jagat bhuvanam. Yatre edam bhuvanam shritam tam amritam. That entity amrita shukram brihat vetu kaha. That brihat actually captures the word Brahman. Okay? And then shukram he is used shukram. Amritam is just used as amritam. Okay? Brihat, what he adds here is vetu kaha. Kaha vetu. Kaha vetu means who cares for knowing this? Who knows this? That is what he is saying. Kaha vetu. It is a nice, what is it? We have this one. Balastavat kridasakta, tarunastavat tarunisaktah, vruddhastavat chintasakta, pare brahmani kopinasakta. That is what. Pare brahmani kopinasakta. Kaha vetu. That's how he is trying to pose here. Okay, this is very simple. Now let us come to the commentary. This commentary is in page 37. Okay. First two lines are over. Then there is a para which commences. Nanu praninaha kimityanatmajñataya samsaranti atmajñataya kimiti namuchyante ataha suptaiti. What is the question that he poses? Nanu. Okay. Nanu praninaha kimiti anatmajñataya samsaranti. What is our understanding? Our understanding is that so once you have this atmajnana, shokam tarati. So shokam tarati. So shokam tarati is through atmajnana. So that implies if you do not have this, then samsarati. So either shokam tarati or samsarati. So here he says praninaha kimiti anatmajñataya samsaranti. Why is it that these pranis are undergoing this suffering? And the hetu for the samsara is anatmajñataya. This anatmajñataya can be understood in two ways. Okay. See. See. So here there is no problem. Anatmanam janati iti anatmajñaha. So you can first make a compound with Atma itself. Okay. And then that janati means he always engages with the word, knowing this, knowing this, knowing this. And so as a result, he does not have time. Balastavat krida sakta, tarunastavat taruni sakta, vruddhastavat chinta sakta. There are various things in which you can engage. All of them are anatma. So therefore, anatmajñataya samsarati. The other way to understand is,
Atmanam na.
see, Atmanam janati iti Atmajnaha. Na Atmajnaha. Okay? So that also is possible. So because of not knowing Atman, because of knowing an Atman, both ways one can understand this term. Samsarati. Either way the result is same. Samsarati. Then he says, Atmajnadaya kimiti namuchyante. Why is it that they don't get themselves freed? By knowing this Atman. Atmajnataya kimiti namuchyante ataha supta iti. Supta iti could be understood as, that supta is something which is there. Supte devagani. So better way to, if you see this Shankaracharya's Bhashya edited, so aha means you will put a big hyphen, M dash, and then supta iti, that will be in bold. Okay, it's a pratika. Okay, then supte what? Devagani. So he is explaining this Devagani. Chakshuradi Indriyagani. Understand? So this word Deva is to be understood as Indriya here. So therefore he is saying Devagani Chakshuradi Indriyagani Supte. Supte means what? That is all it means. So they are not engaging in activity. That's what it means. Okay. Supte Nirvyapare Sati Kaman. So Kaman is, he is just giving the example of Rathadin. Why is he giving this example? That is because of the Vedāntamuktāvalī mantra. Vedāntamuktāvalī mantra goes as, see, Na tatra rathana rathayogan apanthano bhavanti atharathan rathayogan pathasrijate. So this is how Vedāntamuktāvalī mantra goes. So keeping that in mind, he is saying Kaman Rathadin Srijan Yaha Yeshaha Purushaha Jagrati Swapne Iti Bhavaha. That is all the meaning that is intended to be conveyed. Yesha Supteshu Jagrati. So Sushuptikala, you are not having any kind of cognition. But in Swapnavastha, you have a certain cognition. Who is responsible for this cognition? So not the Indriyas, not any of the external entities are available. Okay. So therefore, Purusho Jagarti Swapne iti bhavaha yetena dehendriya vilakshanaha kaschidatma swaprakashaha asti iti siddham. So this is something which has to be understood. Yetena siddham means what? The very process that you are trying to describe now demands that there is a certain entity which is different from Deha, which is different from Indriya. How does it demand? So Indriya Vilakshanaha, Deha Vilakshanascha. So Indriya Vyapara is gone, you are able to perceive something. So how is it possible? Therefore, Indriya Vilakshanatvam. Deha Vilakshanatvam is also very clear. Because you may suddenly feel that you are meeting some fellow in Varanasi. You may suddenly feel you are fighting with your boss. So this is possible. So sitting at home, how is it possible? So Deha Vilakshanatvam, Dehendriya Vilakshanaha. Okay, the perceiver. Kaschit Atma. And it further says, Swaprakashaha asti iti siddham. Why this Swaprakashatvam? Because, so for us to see, there should be other entities which are available. So if you want to know whether this person exists in this room or not, whether that pen exists on the table or not, So you need other prakashas. So chakshuhu is essential. Mere chakshuhu is not sufficient. So other prakashas are also essential. So there are various kinds of prakashas which are necessary for you to cognize something in the Jagra avastha. But as far as this avastha is concerned, you completely create. So there is beautiful sunshine. You are able to see beautiful flowers in a garden. So all this. So Kalidasa says. So I saw her in the dream, Meghaduta. See? Kathamapi labdha. So Swapni. So he is just saying. So similarly, see, Dehendriya Vilakshanaha, this Yaksha. So there, how? Not possible. Right? If you see your beloved in the dream, so how is it possible? So Prakashaha, all that has been created by you. Okay? So Prakashaha, Paraprakasha apeksha nasti. For anything to, so therefore I am Atma Swaprakashaha. That is very clear. Okay? Swaprakashaha asti iti siddham. Established. Yatra yasmin atmani. Further he says, Yatra yasmin atmani idam bhuvanam shritam. Idam bhuvanam shritam. The entire jagat. Swapnavad jagarepi iti bhavaha. So this is not only in Swapnavastha. Swapnavastha, obviously, it is the Chaitanya which is responsible for everything. So similarly, even in the Jagrada Avastha, it is this Atman which has got manifested in various forms. Swapnabad jagarepi iti bhavaha. And further he says, Amritam amarana dharmakam. So it is this Atman which is being described as Najayate mriyate va kadachit Ayam bhutva bhavitavana bhuyaha Ayo nitya shashvatoyam purano nahanyate anyamane sharire Amarana dharmakam Shukram shuddham brihat brahma bhinnam. Brahma bhinnam. So this brihat is to be understood as Brahma bhinnam. The very word Brahman, so it comes from that. Okay. Tam purusham ko vitu janatu nakopi api tyartha. So nobody. Now, what does this mean? When do you use this? அது எப்படி தான் புரிஞ்சுக்கணும்? யார் தான் புரிஞ்சுக்க முடியும்? Suppose you say. So in Tamil we say. யார் தான் புரிஞ்சுக்க முடியும் means nobody can understand. That is how the phrase goes. Who can understand me? Nobody can understand. Okay. So najanatu kopi ityartha. In fact, this is what is responsible for Ramarāya to give this avatarika. At the beginning, nanu praninaha kimiti anatmajñataya samsaranti atmajñataya kimiti namuchyante ataha supta iti. So, whatever content that we studied till now, that does not fit into. Understand? The Jagrati, that is also okay. So, the point here is, nobody is doing this. The question then can be, Durvijñeyaha atmeti phalitartha. Someone substance is, this Atma is not easy to understand. Durvijñeyaha is what he is saying. This Durvijñeyatvancha katham, that is the question. Why is he Durvijñeya? Why is he Durvijñeya? That is why he is saying Kova Vetu. Why he is Durvijñeya? Because, we read no. Why he is Durvijñeya? We had this right in the Kadambari. See. So this Kadambari we were just reading. Banabhatta's Kadambari. It is a beautiful sentence. Kusumashara Shara Prahara Jarjarite Hi Hridaye
Jalamiva
Galatyupadishtam. See, all that is being done as Upadesha. A beautiful phrase which Bhanabhatta uses. So you repeat. Kusumashara Shara Prahara
Kusumashara
Shara Prahara
Kusumashara Prahara
Jarjarite Hi Hridaye
Jarjarite Hi Hridaye Jarjarite Hi Hridaye
Jalamiva Galatyupadishtam
Jalamiva Galatyupadishtam Jalamiva Galatyupadishtam
Akaranancha
Akaranancha Akaranancha
Dushprakriteranvaya Bhavati Dushprakriteranvayaha
Bhavati Dushprakriteranvayaha
Bhavati Dushprakriteranvayaha Shrutam va vinayasya
Shrutam va vinayasya Shrutam va vinayasya.
See, many of you would not have heard of Bhanabhatta. Some people who have heard also would not have had the opportunity to taste the beauty. So there is a beautiful passage. It may run to some 5-6 pages, that's all. It is called Shukanasopadesha. One has to read that. One has to read that. So that is the amazing beauty. So there, I'll just tell you this one sentence would actually tempt at least some of you to look at it. Kusumashara Shara Prahara Jarjarite Hi Hridaye Jalamiva Galatyupadishtam. See how beautiful the prose is. Kusumashara Shara Prahara. Kusumashara refers to Manmatha. Okay, the fellow who has Kusuma as his arrow. Kusumashara Shara Prahara means the blow which has been given by this Manmatha through this Shara. Okay, Kusumashara Shara Prahara. As a result, what has happened? Jarjarite Hridaye, the whole life is gone. Okay, so he has come to the later part of his life. So all this time, this fellow spent. So I have seen several people sharing this. I have wasted all my life doing something else. They say. At some stage, something dawns. Kusumashara Shara Prahara Jarjarita. Jarjarita means this body is just a Shithilayate. So no control. Okay. Jarjarite Hi Hridaye. And that is why Bhagavad Pada said, Vruddhastavat Chintasakta. It is absolutely impossible, I have seen. So I will tell some people, so why do you think about it? So you say, how do I stop thinking? You have to stop. No, I cannot. கவலைப்பட்டதுக்காக என்ன வர போகுது? What are you going to get by worrying? No, we don't know. We have lost control. That is what he is saying. Jarjarita means, see, suppose you want to hold something. I have seen this is a natural phenomenon which will happen for everybody. You take even a cup of coffee, your hand will start shaking. I don't want to shake me, it will happen. That is what is called Jarjarita. Understand? It is no more under your control. Kusumashara Shara Prahara Jarjarite Hi Hridaye. He says at some stage. What happens? He says, Jalamiva Galatyupadishtam. Like a water which is poured, it will just flow out. Upadishtam means any Upadesha that you give. See, now Shakambari, so at the age of 3-4, if you want to tell her, kada, all the Bhagavad Gita will come. Okay? At the age of 14, something else may come. At the age of 24, then at the age of 54, you keep teaching. So 64, nothing will be there. Jalamiva Galati, it will start flowing. That is what he is saying. Kusumashara Shara Prahara. Why is it happening? So because Kusumashara Shara Prahara is not there. So when you are in the childhood, see, that Kusumashara Shara Prahara did not happen. But later it happened and it went on and on and on and on. Okay? At some stage, nothing else will get stored there. Kusuma shara shara prahara jarjarite hridaye jalamiva galatyupadeshtam. In fact, there are other phrases. I think we will stop here. See, durvijñayaha, it is primarily because of this. See, when you are young, if you are exposed to this. So the point he is trying to say is, it is difficult for people to engage, and even if one engages, it doesn't get lodged into the mind. Okay? So something has to get lodged permanently, and that has to surface up at various instances. Then you will feel relieved. So otherwise, samsarati. That is why Rāmarāya says, so nanu praninaha kimityanatmajñataya samsarati. Atmajñataya kimiti namuchyante. Why? It is because of this. This durvijñayatvam means this upadishtartha doesn't get permanently lodged and come to service whenever it is required. So for that you need this blessing. For that you need a certain preparation. So that is what is very important. Durvijñeyaha atmeti phalitarthaha. Okay, we will stop here. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahavirjam Karavavahi Yasvinavadhi Tamastu Mavidvishavahi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sarve Pisikhinas Santu, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukha Bhavet. Om